Torrance, I dated someone who, every week we have a segment where our listeners, friends, family, exes, lovers, neighbors send us a story, question, thing that we have to answer. We're investigating love, y'all. So we got to investigate it. Torrance, do you have a question for us this week?
And this one is very interesting.
please.
This one reads, so I never dated a white man before. And I always joke saying, if you see me pop out with a white man, just know I tried. But based on the last few men I've been out with, that's starting to look like it's not a joke anymore. Am I the only one that's out here struggling with the idea of being in an interracial relationship?
I was just talking about this last night. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I was either at a party or I don't know. All these days blend together. When you're a comedian, you have so many different conversations with people. It could be dates, comedians.
Just outside time.
Just in passing, I have so many conversations. It's like my whole job, high key. The question is what? Is
it like
struggling with the idea?
Am I the only one that's out here that's struggling with the idea of being in an interracial relationship? So could you, or
Yes.
I guess from the perspective of
Yes.
like, could you be in an interracial relationship? How do you feel about being in a relationship?
Danny Sellers, relationship, like not just fucking around. You're my potential girlfriend, doing stuff together. It would be really, really hard for a couple of reasons. One reason, whatever, being funny. If I'm not going to date a black lady, you got to be bad as fuck. You got to be one of the coldest white girls walking around this earth. Sorry, for me to not have some
lady.
brown sugar in the house. To not have some brown sugar in the house, you got to be some pressure, so that when I do step out, it's like that's good milk. That's good. He's gone, but he's never forgotten. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's baseline number one.
It's crazy.
Am I proud of that? No, but that's the truth. Secondly, the actual most important thing, and maybe it's better, more politically correct, is that culturally, I'm a black person. Some would say a nigga. I have corporate jobs. I don't have as much of. I have a little bit more of a southern drawl now because I've lived all over. But I am a nigga at heart. I like Young Jeezy. I like Hennessy a little bit. I like doing ratchet stuff with my friends. And I'm also a very pro-black person in a serious, pro-black person. So you, as a white person, white girl, I only date women, sorry. You have to be not only okay with dating me because you're attracted to me and I'm a cool person, you have to like and love my culture. Black culture, and but also in a non-problematic way, not in a taking way, not in a I know more than way, not even like a insecure way. Because a lot of white people, they're around black people, but they like, oh, can I? Oh, is this? Then it's annoying. It's like you're doing too much. You're like trying to be Mr. or Mrs. PC, but you're like you're overthinking it a little bit. That's one level. The second level of that same point is your family, your parents. Once again, you might be cool. Homegirl lives in Brooklyn, 12 tattoos, likes me, whatever, freak, perfect. We go home to Indiana.
Perfect.
We go home to Indiana. Mom also might be kind of cool, but like weird. Dad hates niggas. Dad doesn't like black people kind of at all.
Hates them.
He may or may not have told you. Now you're rebelling. Or your dad just prefers you not to. Even the baseline, let's get a benefit of doubt. Your dad would prefer you be with a nice Jeremy that went to Notre Dame and is an accountant. Now that's my kid. That's not only my kid's granddaddy, that's my father-in-law. Every Christmas I gotta talk to this nigga for 2 days straight about politics. Why would I volunteer my mental health to have to deal with that for decades to come?
That kind of gymnastics. I get it.
And the thing is, it keeps going. Or the parents are kind of cool, but then fucking I gotta go home and your drunk Uncle Tom over here hates niggas. Well, I gotta my baby now. My baby's at grandma's house. Uncle Tom comes over. He's telling my baby, you should get your hair straightened, right? You little black boy you look good for a
You
little
just stay
black
out
boy.
the sun. Yeah, exactly. Like saying crazy
Now I'm home
shit.
for
That's like
my baby's home for the holidays. They get microaggressions. I'm telling you, dog. That is probably. Once again, being the bad, bad white girl Angelina Jolie thing is one thing, but realistically, culturally is the biggest reason. Why? Spinning the question back to you. Could you do it or could you not do it?
and I think to go off the culturally part, I'll say that one of my biggest fears is to be at a white man's home, and then I go
Period.
to take a shower. Period. I go to take a shower and I say, hey, can you give me a washcloth? And you tell me, oh, I don't use those. I think I might lose my fucking mind.
She pulls one from the
you're
sink.
dirty.
Like, we have one from
Literally,
the sink.
if you look under the sink, oh, I use these rags to clean up around here, but I wash it real fast. Ew.
That's funny.
Ew. Yuck. You handed me a dish towel to wash my ass, I'm gonna scream.
That's
okay.
Funny.
But in all seriousness, well, that was serious. I'm very serious. That is a fear of mine. I struggle with the culture of it all. Right? I say things that are so I'm so culturally in black shit. Like I'm in black business. I'm so in blackness.
We're in black fraternity. I make black content for a living. With
yeah. Yeah, like I'm really in it. And I don't really like, and this is gonna sound real bad, but I gotta say it because we talking about it and that was the question. I don't really like white people in my stuff. Y'all have so much stuff.
What
you
stuff?
got all my stuff. How about that? I don't really like white people in any of my stuff. But like why are you in my business? Why are you in my business? And I couldn't,
Sure.
I personally, it's just a personal thing, right? Like you do what you want to do interracial. I also, what I'm saying is I would struggle with the idea, right? I think that ideally I've seen a lot of white people that are really nice, really great. I have white friends. I love my white friends. They're great.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I couldn't see myself being like, I'm going to settle down with this white man and build a family. Because I'm going to say stuff and I'm going to do stuff and and like you said, I'm going to go home with you and shit, already queer, fuck. That's already a strike, a major strike. And then and like you said, you got your racist daddy or your hateful mom and you're going to say some slick shit and I'm going to be like, what did you just say to me? And I'm not going to shut up. And then I'm going to be like, you got to check your family. And they're going to be, oh, well, they didn't mean it like that. They just, see, and now you guys
I was on a date with a shorty.
Ugh.
I went on a date with a shorty. This is like last year sometime. She's a lawyer. And on this date, and she's talking about her parents. She's like of color. Like I think half like spicy white, half like Latina or something like that. And immigration lawyer. She's talking about, immigration lawyer out the world's fucked up. Lawyer for good. I'm like, okay, this is dope. Cool, whatever. She has a nice apartment in Midtown. Like expensive, nice apartment, 20-something floor, crazy. I didn't go, but she's telling me. And then she starts talking about her parents. She's like, I'm not really close to my parents, because my parents are like super MAGA, and they're also lawyers. Like their dad's like some high powered lawyer or whatever, and they lived out in the suburbs of New York. But I'm like, all right, I'm listening. I'm like, okay, whatever. That's kind of weird, but whatever. And then she's like, when my parents, I don't make enough money. My parents help, like the apartment that I'm at, they paid for type shit. And so this whole time I'm like listening to this girl talk. I'm like, all right, you are super liberal. Your day job is, about immigration, rights, all this kind of shit. But you still accept in like a part of this like machine of hate. Like you can't like atone your father's sins by just like having like a cool job that helps people. Cause you still accept your father's money. He can't be that bad of a person, that evil of a guy if he's still paying for your crib. And you still accept his money. That's like me being, having a job, but then like I don't know, accepting like R. Kelly royalty checks. Like it's just like it's you can't do both. You can't be a good person on here, but then take blood money essentially. And it was such like I never went on this date with this person again. I'm like, what? Like you sound fucking stupid in my humble opinion. You can't have it both ways. Like it just doesn't exist in my opinion.
I get that. I do get the blood money thing.
Because it's one thing your parents to be just racist and you just don't fuck with them. Maybe you go home for Christmas and you don't fuck with them. That your daddy's paying your bill. You like actively are a participant in that whole organization of hate. I can't fuck with you. You're not really even standing on business of your morals.
Yeah, I kind of look at that two ways. So I look at it that way, but I can also look at it as like, I'm using your money to pay for the shit that I'm, pouring it back into whatever. Like from that perspective.
But she's a lawyer. It ain't like she's using the money. It ain't like she's using that money to fucking open up
I agree. I'm saying for the broad
hotel.
Yeah. I'm saying for the broader, aspect of it all. It's like, oh yeah, like, using that kind of money, using his money to do other shit. But like you said, it's good. Your high-rise apartment, I don't know if that's where it's
Stand
at.
on business, motherfucker.
Yeah, so I guess my verdict is...
Yeah,
so I guess my verdict is you have to be prepared for all that goes with being in an interracial relationship. That is going to be a huge endeavor, especially if you like, that ain't something that you're used to doing, or that's not something you're like, oh, I like white people and I just like white people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be different if that was like your style, your taste of person. You don't even like, that's not even you don't date interracially at all. So you just got to be ready for whatever comes your way and be okay with handling that, because you've opened that door into that craziness a little bit. And you and your partner could be great, but you can't control everybody else.
Yeah. That is, I share the same verdict. Person you're with going to get coffee in Brooklyn or Silver Lake or West Hollywood, and y'all went out and she's a freak and she does all the freaky cool things, and she, you go into the little cool bar together and work happy hour. That's one aspect of life. Talking about combining lives though, it's the web. It's the whole web. And I just think, and it's even within your same race. We probably dated people that like, your mom is really overbearing, or your daddy's a fucking asshole or an alcoholic.
I hate your mama.
Whatever.
I hate your fucking mama. Yeah.
So I think you just have to accommodate or consider all those things. But